how do you make the impression on the candidate that this is a company that I should really engage with and, see this process through when it's so easy for people to apply to a gazillion jobs nowadays. So inevitably they're getting, a bunch of responses back. And so ultimately candidates have to pick and choose where they spend their time. So when you're a relatively unknown brand, like what are some things that you can do to encourage them to continue to opt in to the rest of your process?
Yeah, absolutely. For us, I think it really starts with very targeted outreach messaging and really selling the opportunity when it's not a brand name, not a recognized business. So that's what we learned from the client early on. What are the selling points, between the business, where it's gone, where it's going? Who are you serving? What are your goals? And what are the opportunities within this role? Are they going to have a ton of autonomy? Are they going to run a team? Are they going to be able to build things from scratch? That's not for everybody. Usually at these size companies, you're really coming in and it's kind of just you and you're scrappy and you're hands-on, even at the leadership level. That doesn't appeal to everybody, but also we understand we're not going to go after the FANG company people for those roles typically, because that's just not going to translate as well. So we like to do as much of a deep dive into the right profiles on LinkedIn as we can to really understand, like, would this type of role be of interest, but also then in our targeted outreach messaging to them, highlighting the selling points, and just offering an exploratory chat. It doesn't have to be a formalized thing. We can figure out in 5 minutes if it's of interest or not, but try to give them as much information up front so they're not having to do the digging themselves, their own research. Like, we will link the Glassdoor reviews, obviously the website, like the profile of, the employees there and any press there's ever been or anything like that, and just really try to sell them, but in a realistic way too.